Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 16 of the Local to Global series. Today's episode, we're just going to get started by processing because I want to get into the first show. We've got 10 days to process through, but yeah, been a few days since the last video was dropped. Obviously, my leave from work finished, my annual leave or vacation days, I guess you'd call them in America. They finished, so obviously went back to work, very busy, as you can imagine, having essentially 4 weeks off. Had to get back into the thick of things and put a decent amount of time in. So that is the reason why there hasn't been a video in the last couple of days. Or few days. I don't actually know. I've pretty much gotten straight into things I've done some family stuff and then obviously gotten straight into things here with the first episode. And it will essentially be tonight's episode. So it'll drop probably, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes and an hour before it usually does, which will pretty much be midnight for my time. So anyway, that was very quick processing times. Have they... So I just downloaded 1.15, which is the newest patch. That was incredibly quick. Usually, for 10 days, I'm rambling. That was a minute and a half, not even, probably a minute. And we're straight into the climb. That was ridiculous. Anyway, hopefully that means I can just do rambling in between and we won't actually have to sort of cut things out. We do have a lot of issues from the last episode. We have all those morale issues now for everybody. So I guess the question is, do we leave people off? I think we're going to get rid of Anders this episode. So we might actually make a signing in between this show and the next show. But what I'll do is I want Anders to get continue to job him out. So we'll use everybody for this show, or at least we'll try to do it. I'm very tempted to turn the leave off show morale issues off. The fact that people that probably shouldn't be on the shows are complaining that they're not on the shows, I can understand the logic behind, essentially, if a worker's left off, he's going to be upset about it, right? However, I think these sort of they're not jobbers really for us. They're obviously important members of our roster to an extent, in the lower mid-card, sort of mid-card area, but I don't feel like they should be the ones complaining. Like someone like Remy Sky, for example, completely understand why he would, be upset being left off. He's like one of our main eventers, one of our top stars, if you will. So I can understand it from that perspective. Less understandable for someone like Jerry Pepper, who's got, about 14, 15 popularity, and then he's sort of having these issues. And we're not even a tiny sized company. Anyway, I'm undecided. I think I probably will turn it back on. I believe I did turn it off after the last episode. I will turn it back on in the near future, I think. I think the consensus from you guys was it should be on for sort of realism purposes, which I agree with. I do agree. I just think that the way it is now with the workers complaining when they don't really deserve to complain is the issue that I have. Anyway, we got Roger Montero coming to us backstage with an idea for enhancing his character. So a nice little character idea there for Montero. Probably not going to need it for him, but it is what it is. We've got some more workers training on their basics and safety, which is perfect. And then we've got an incident here for Al Coleman. A lot of heat with the rest of the locker room. Recent attitude problems. We'll go stern warning, and nothing happens as a result of that one. We've got Blue Dragon and Remy Sky getting on well recently. That's good. And then Jerry Pepper and Blue Dragon have bonded recently, so that's good as well. I wonder if that actually leads to a relationship between those two. Anyway, let's do a medal. We don't have a medal, so we won't do medal. Actually, we'll leave that. I thought we might have had some negative. I'm surprised no one's actually turned against Coleman yet. Although I expect it to come soon. I don't think we're going to let Coleman go at any stage. So unless he, does something incredibly bad and starts to have issues with multiple people. So, yeah. Anyway, main event for tonight. I'm going to go with this is a little bit testy. So we had 3 singles matches on the last show of last episode. And what we're going to do is we're going to have Texas Hangman taking on Jack Pride, who has chilly momentum. That's frustrating. And then taking on, where is he? Was it War Peace? Who was the third one? Jules Knight. Okay, perfect. All right. So that's going to be our triple threat number 1 contenders match for the Climb main event. So Hangman taking on Jack Pride, taking on Jules Knight, who also has minor morale issues, which is very frustrating. But it is what it is. We'll try and get rid of them by praising him here tonight. Obviously, the winner going to be Hangman. We will script and we'll slow build it, although the slow build isn't great. I think we pretty much have to go with Jack Pride to lose, even though he does have that chilly momentum. So we'll do that one, and then I want to have a tag team match. I want to have Montero team up with Wild Red Stallion. I want to do a little check here for chemistry. So, yeah, we'll see if they have tag team chemistry, Montero and Wild Red Stallion. It's sort of like a little tag team I want to do in the very near future, because we're going to implement tag team titles once we go up to Tiny size. And we're only 2 points of popularity away from Tiny at the moment. So, yeah, we need we're going to probably bring in a team or two, probably 2. And then we have a few little things we can do here on the roster as well. The other team, let's just go with Silencer and I guess Pepper. Silencer and Pepper, we'll go like that. So I want to give Stallion the win, and then Pepper's going to lose because I don't want the Silencer taking too many losses, because he's going to be a relatively big part of our tag team division in the very near future. So we'll do that. Road Agent cannot be a competitor. So let's go for American Patriot for that one. I'm not going to use Al Coleman for this show. Probably could have left him off the show, but it is what it is. Let's go with, where is he? Patriot can take on, I guess we're going faces at the moment. Patriot versus Remy, because Remy's irritated as well. So if we give Remy the win, we praise Remy and Jules Knight, I think we'll be able to, maybe after the second show for this month, they might get rid of their morale issues together. Hopefully. I've just noticed that we're kind of a little bit short for heels at the moment, although we're using 2 in the main event. Anyway, let us do some angles. So I think we'll go Texas Hangman and then make that a promo, and we'll cut it onto Jules and Primetime. Or do we have Primetime Jack Pride cutting a promo with Texas Hangman? And we'll just have Jules be off camera because he essentially can't talk. Let's just call this one promo between Hangman and Pride. Essentially, Pride claiming he will. I spell claiming. Claiming he will become the next Hangman. Obviously, talking about his momentum, his meteoric popularity rise to the top as well. So we'll get that one booked in there. That'll be pre-main event. Jules obviously doesn't really have a part to play in that one. And I think we might just go for like a 4-minute brawl as well. So let's just have... I want to have Roger. I want to have Wild Red Stallion. I want to have the Silencer and then Jerry Pepper as well. And then, yeah, both tag teams brawl it out. Pre-match. Simple and easy, 4 minutes. They're all fighting together, albeit. I don't know if the angles really work. Because it's essentially all of them fighting together. That makes sense. Whereas, like you'd have like tag teams set out to be brawling against each other. Because this type of angle sort of has it where like Roger could be fighting Wild Red Stallion. That's the way that I view it anyway. It's not like clear sort of tag teams in unity. I guess theoretically, if you had them set up as a tag team together, I guess you could maybe wrap your head around it a little bit easier. But anyway, it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, all right. Let's run the show. That's a nice, quick, and easy show. We're only 11 minutes in, and we're already booked. We're at 86%, so we're not going to be penalised, but that's very low considering we're at 95%. We've also, we've been talking recently, or I guess maybe a few days ago, about changing the product. I'm going to take a bit of a better look in depth now, and we'll sort of go through everything. But yeah, let's run the show. We started with a Work the Crowd match, getting us a 46 rating here. But we got Remy Sky defeating American Patriot in 12:15 by pinfall with a skydiver. Remy Sky really off his game, which is unfortunate. Maybe due to his morale issues, potentially. Sky's only on a 42, so he's obviously got, the off his game penalty there, but he's also got the morale issue penalty as well. So he's 3 points under the 45 that Patriot got. So that's very interesting. So yeah, inconsistency, low morale. I guess the match got penalised, but a 46 is still really, really good. So happy with that. Good start to the climb. The 46 there actually has me a little bit worried about the main event. I think Jules Knight is a good addition to it. The Jack Pride addition to it, a little bit risky because he's still sort of just bridging into the mid card. But with his chilly momentum, it's a risk. Anyway, we move into a 37 rated brawl between the teams of Montero and Stallion and Silencer and Pepper. They brawl it out pre-match. I guess Pepper and Montero going at it, and then Silencer and Wild Red Stallion going at it. That's pre-match. 37 is not too bad for a fighting angle. I like it. Their tag team match also getting us a 46 match rating there. So 46 is very solid. Back-to-back matches as well. We have the team of Montero and Stallion defeating the Silencer and Jerry Pepper in 12-13 when Wild Red Stallion in Jerry Pepper with a Latoka cutter. Yeah, Montero carrying the match. Stallion getting a win under his belt. And yeah, no negative chemistry at least, which is a positive. Although there's no, good chemistry between them, which, it doesn't really matter too much. As long as there's no negatives with it, we can still put them together as a tag team for the future. So I like it. Good match. We then go into a 40 rated angle here it's a promo between Hangman and Primetime Jack Pride. Jules Knight, they sort of talk about him a little bit, but it's mainly focused on Jack Pride, essentially saying that he will become the next Texas Hangman. He's going to have that momentum behind him. He's going to win here tonight in the main event of the Climb and solidify himself as the #1 contender for Montero's heavyweight championship. Yeah. Hangman, of course, disagrees and says that he is going to get his title back in the very near future. And he'll do so by winning here tonight. 40 rated, not too bad. Again, Jack Pride, he was rated on Entertainment as well. And then obviously Hangman's incredibly good. So, yeah, we move on. Main event, what do we get? I don't think it's going to get a 46. I've got a bit of a bad feeling about it. But then again, it's something a little different, which I'm perfectly fine with. Instead of just having the main eventers constantly going at it, we've got Jules Knight, who's been very impressive. He's into the 20s in his popularity. Obviously, Hangman's ridiculous. I think he's 38 pop at the moment. And then Jack Pride's obviously, like I said, he's still he's about to become a mid-carder at this point. And this promo will hopefully go a decent way to getting him to that level. But the main event, it actually does better than I thought it would. We get a 51 rated main event match here for the climb. And we have Texas Hangman defeating Primetime Jack Pride and Jules Knight in 20 minutes 3 seconds when Hangman pinned Jack Pride with a choke slam. And yeah, obviously carrying the match with a 59 in-ring. 38 there from Jack Pride and a nice 45 from Jules Knight as well. So 51, very, very good. Very happy with that. I thought it might have been lower than a 46, if I'm being honest. So, good stuff. Happy days. Let's finish the show. I want to take a look at the dirt sheet real quick. Yeah, low morale. He's got the minor morale issues, Jules Knight. Got low heat for the storyline as well, which is, it is what it is. And yeah, poor momentum. We expected that from Jack Pride. Inexperience as well. Hopefully we can get rid of that in the near future. I guess once we start running two or three shows per month. I mean, we're running 2 at the moment, but once we start running 3 shows per month, we should be doing pretty well. Anyway, 51 rated main event. Overall show, we get a 48, so very good. Increasing our popularity in the Northwest region. Hopefully we go up to 16 popularity. We'll check here in a second. So, let's go for Jules, and let's go for Remy. We'll praise both of them. This is actually where you can do that stuff. So you can essentially mock workers, about their specific, skills that we can, poor cardio, which would be for someone like Hangman, for example, which has been suggested in the comments quite a bit. We might do it in the future. If we see that stamina penalty again, I think I will do it. You can verbally eviscerate someone, which is very cool. And then, yeah, poor microphone skill as well. So it can lead to an increase in their stats if you believe they're at a level where they could use some improving. It looks like it's only really focused on those 2 though. So could be useful, could not be. We'll give it a try with Hangman in the near future. Anyway, let's praise these 2. Pleased. Financial report, we lost $66, which is interesting. Don't exactly know why. Have our ticket sales gone down? I don't know how the new patch is going, but the worker costs seem very low. Or are they high? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't really matter too much. Here's the big one, the popularity recap. Did we go up to 16? We did not. Okay, so this is going to be the in-between month, essentially. So this episode, we get no increase. And what I'm expecting is over the next 2 episodes, so episode 17, episode 18, we should be going up to tiny size. So I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Because, like I said, we're going to implement tag team titles. We're going to sign quite a few new workers, and I'm thinking with that we also increase the show lengths essentially. So we go from an hour maybe up to an hour and a half. Continue just running the same schedule, so the 2 shows, at least until we get to 25 popularity. Once we can go into Wrestle World, so something to keep in the back of the mind. Next event, we got Changing History. Although, I would like to hire another new worker. So you got some workers in here. We were looking at them, I think, a few episodes ago. But what I want to do is, we want to sign this guy right here, Desert Storm. And the reason for that is, well, he's 38, so he's very, he's experienced, which is important. He's also very good, which is much needed if we're going to get rid of someone like Phil Anders. He can speak on the microphone as well, which is important. But the main reason is going to be the Silencers tag team partner. Again, they're both, sort of that military type gimmick, which, it'll fit. Not exactly sure what we're going to call the tag team. Drop some comments, some suggestions for Desert Storm and the Silencer. get creative with it. You know, it can be something very cool that we can decide together. And yeah, if you guys see a suggestion that you like, make sure you drop a like on that actual comment as well, because I do look at those and I do notice how many likes a certain post gets or certain comment gets. But yeah, he's going to come in. Although he's in Kansai, Japan. Is he on tour? No, he's currently unemployed. But he's over there. Why is that? Can we talk to him and ask him to come back? Lifestyle. No, where are we? Career. No, thank you. He's happy where he is. It's a little unfortunate. I was going to sign him right now. He will come in the future. But honestly, with that being said, I don't think I'm going to go with him. And I was going to go with Hammer Hadley, but he's also in Kansai in Japan. Oh, that's frustrating. How good is this guy? He's one half of the Brute Squad. So he's 27, so he's a bit younger than Desert Storm, for example, but he's also not as good. And he's essentially, he's just got brawling about him as well. He's based in Mid-Atlantic, so we would have to pay as well. Frustrating. But that could be one half of a tag team that we get in as well. Or we go Sandman Winks and we pay for some proper quality. Let's do that instead, actually. Sandman Winks, we've talked about bringing him in for a little while, so we'll try and bring him in. I might even we'll go a written contract as well for another 2 years. It's risky, but he's got a good personality. He's professional, so I don't mind that. We should be able to get out of travel cover as well, potentially. Not 100% sure. We'll go events and A shows as well, because we're likely not going to be going up to medium-sized company in the next 2 years anyway. And that looks pretty good. I might even do a cheeky little 5%. Let's have a look. So he wants travel cover, which I expected completely. And yeah, he's happy with 25. So 25 per appearance for 2 years with a 5% merchandise. Sandman Winks, he'll be coming in as a new heel, which is good because if we get rid of Enders, he comes in as a new heel, essentially replaces a heel that we lose. It works out. So we'll advance forward here. It's essentially going to bring his contract up next, which is good. And yeah, we'll go from there. And we'll go into Changing History 2. Big month of September. And it's going to be a pretty big face versus face main event here for this pay-per-view as well, for this event. Pretty decent match, yeah. Montero versus Hangman. I think it's got the potential to rate very, very highly, which I do like. I was very curious about the processing, because that seemed very, very quick. It was like 10 days into that last event. And it just went, it felt like it went like that. Maybe it wasn't 10 days. Was it 10 days or was it 1 day? I don't know. I don't know what it was. Anyways, what I'll do now is, it seems like it's processing slower, so I don't know if, I don't think it was 10 days. But here we are. So, Sandman Winks coming in. He looks like the Butcher from AEW. I always liked the way that the Butcher looked. I thought they could have really done some good stuff, AEW, with the Butcher early on, and potentially made him into a star. Yeah, they decided not to. I think he had a ban and stuff, so I don't know how interested he was in potentially, just becoming, well, I guess focusing more on his wrestling and less on his band and stuff. Anyway, I will skip forward now and I'll join you guys back once we finish processing. Alright, we are back. Let us see where we're at. Alright, we're actually ready for the show. So, let's get into it. Got that big main event, really looking forward to it. I think it actually could be our best ever match. Obviously, it's going to get a little bit of a penalty, so, you know, it is what it is, but it's definitely got the potential. So let me go through all this real quick. We'll go with character ID. Bit of a gamble. I'm going to use it anyway. I'm going to use it, so let's go gamble. Gamble? No, gamble. So I'm going to use it on Jack Pride, essentially, and I want to try and start pushing him a little bit more anyway. Interesting. We've got drop kicks coming in tonight. I'll see if we can use him. I will actually get him in. He wants 40. I don't really want to give him 40. I'll give him 30. He wants 40. That's frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm going to bring him in because he can actually verse Jack Pride tonight. Yeah, more good stuff there for Stallion, War Piece, Jack Pride, and Anders. I wonder if we get rid of Anders if... Ooh, see, this is bad. Ooh, okay. We got Remy Sky failing to show up for a scheduled meeting with a road agent, which is Montero. Realistically, I'm going to give him a warning. Yeah, nothing comes out of it, but that's essentially happening because he has those minor morale issues. Let's address. What are we going to do for this one? Let's go. I don't want to do team bonding at the moment because we have so many, minor morale issues. I'm going to rib drop kicks, even though he's not actually a part of our roster. I thought it might have actually potentially improved the backstage rating there for the rest of the locker room. Okay, so yeah, big debut here for this show as well. We're going to go Sandman Winks. So yeah, let's do the main event first. So Roger Montero, the current RMW heavyweight champion, will be taking on a former champion, not the most recent, but yeah, Texas Hangman, second champion of, I guess, ever, realistically. Yeah, title on the line. We are going to give the win to Montero. I'm going to keep Hangman strong, though, because he is the big dog around here. He is, I guess, he kind of looks like Roman Reigns. He's got that sort of handsome look about him. But let's go like that. Let's go with Al Coleman for that one, because Al will be used for this show. So yeah, perfect. Actually, in saying that, let's give Sandman Winks his debut alongside Al Coleman in a really good match. They even have like Coleman have Sandman essentially be Coleman's muscle or bodyguard. That could be an interesting little thing we do with Sandman. And then I guess eventually Sandman, might turn on him once he gets up to that 20 popularity level in the Northwest, which he's at 1 at the moment. So he's got 23 in the Mid-Atlantic, so he realistically could get up there. Damn it. Could get up there pretty easily. So let's go Winks in there. We need a couple of faces. Let's go for Patterson, because he was irritated. Patterson and War Piece for this one. So 12 minutes. Let's give Winks the win. The loser can be Patterson. We'll make it clean as well, because theoretically, a 6'4" Sandman Winks probably doesn't need to cheat to win, albeit he is with, I guess, the renowned cheater, tainted victory winner in our Coleman on our roster anyway. So yeah. Other matches, let's go Jack Pride taking on drop kicks. Give that one 12 minutes as well. Like I said, Jack Pride getting the win there. We'll make that one clean as well because, drop kicks. Apparently he was unhappy, but yeah, the intimidating side of Jack Pride. I don't really see how Jack Pride's all that intimidating. Actually have a look at Jack Pride for a second here. He's 6'2", 238 pounds, so you know what? He's actually not bad. He's actually not bad. Size-wise, anyway. What else do we want to do? Let's go another tag match. We're going to spend a little bit of money here on this show, purely because I want to get Remy Sky into a match. So let's go with Sky and Dragon. Dragon's expensive. Maybe I don't want to do this. And they can take on the team of Pepper and Anders. Although I need to use Jules Knight, don't I? Yeah, we'll go like that. I'm actually not going to use Phil Anders whatsoever. So I'll give Remy the win. I'll give Pepper the loss again. Back-to-back losses there for Pepper. This one will work the crowd as well. That could be our opening match. So yeah, quite a few matches there. Decent amount. Main event, we're going to go like this. I think we'll just go a stare down for 2 minutes. Maybe we'll try 3 minutes. Let's go Roger and Hangman together. So let's go Montero. Hangman. Have intense stare down. Pre-match. Pre-title match. I guess we can put a little bit of extra text in there. Pre-title match. Cool. In the ring. Yep. Stare down. Perfect. Script that as well. Save that. Lovely. So that'll go pre-main event. Only 3 minutes. I want to go a Coleman and Winks promo. I think Sandman can talk. He's actually way better at talking than Coleman is. So we'll chuck a cheeky 4-minute promo in there, sort of the introduction to Sandman Winks. Coleman introduces his new bodyguard, Sandman Winks. Winks cuts intimidating promo for the rest of the locker room. Chuck that in a second. So that's fine. Actually, that's not a promo, is it? Yes, it is. Perfect. Done. Angle, not improvised. We'll go scripted. And I just got rid of all that. That's annoying. Okay, oopsies. So it was Coleman introduces his new bodyguard. I'll type it again. Hate doing that. Sandman Winks. Winks cuts promo. That's intimidating promo on the locker room. We'll go like that. I can't remember if that's exactly what I just said, but you know what? It works. It works fine enough. So that'll go a little bit further back there. I think we'll run like that because that's 90% matches, which looks pretty good. I mean, Winks is being used too much because he has 1 popularity, but that's perfectly fine. I guess, theoretically, I could lower that match a little bit, but yeah, it really doesn't matter. Let us run the show. Here is Changing History 2. So we start off with a 48 rated tag team match, working the crowd as well, which is great. We have the team of Remy Sky and Blue Dragon defeating Jerry Pepper and Jules Knight in 11:55. When Remy pinned Jerry Pepper with a skydiver, and the match was designed to work the crowd. Once again, Remy was really off his game. That's back-to-back performances, and I think I've seen it before with him as well. So, yeah, quite a few, underwhelming performances there from Remy. Hopefully it's just due to his sort of, morale issues that he's got at the moment, but you just never know. Honestly, don't know. It should be gone, hopefully, after this event, once we praise him again. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, 48, very good, very solid. And yeah, just low morale there for both Jules Knight and for Remy Sky as well. Inconsistency for Pepper and Sky, but yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's still a really good match. And Blue Dragon with a 50 in-ring performance as well. Good stuff. We then go into a 37 rated match where we have Primetime Jack Pride defeating Dropkicks in 12:20 by pinfall with a Pride Fall. You got the gimmick there, adequate rating for the one-time gimmick. Of course, we saw that if you actually hire a one-time worker or one-night worker, if you hire them within 3 months of them appearing for you, it does actually keep whatever gimmick they've gotten. So if, for example, you wanted to hire Dropkicks as a result of this, if I did it within the next 3 months game time, it would actually keep that adequate gimmick coming back into the company. So if you got a poor rating, but you did want to sign them, if you sign them after that 3-month period, you could essentially have a free roll at a new gimmick. Something to think about, something that could be used as a potential to get a higher gimmick rating, essentially. But yeah, 37, good win there for Jack Pride. We didn't use the character idea. That's perfectly fine. That's going to hopefully be a little bit of momentum for him. We then go into a 31 rated promo where we have Al Coleman and Sandman Winks. He makes his debut in this angle as well. We have Coleman introducing his new bodyguard, Sandman Winks, the big intimidating 6'4". I guess he'd probably be, 280 pounds, something like that. And we have, Winks essentially cuts a promo, basically says that he's coming for the entire locker room, and he wants to essentially destroy everybody. Really looking forward to a Hangman versus Winks feud in the very near future as well. Should be very cool. Debuts his Sandman gimmick, getting an initial rating of great, so that's perfect. Love that, good stuff. And it actually gives him a small boost to charisma during matches and angles. So it's very positive stuff. Very good debut, actually, and a 31 is going to do good things. His tag team match, or their tag team match, gets a 50 rating for this tag match, where we have Al Coleman and Sandman Winks defeating Jason Patterson and War Peace in 11:45, when Sandman submitted Jason Patterson with a deep sleep. Must be a decent sleeper hold or something like that. Jason Patterson and War Peace apparently have excellent chemistry as a tag team. So we've essentially got a ready-made tag team there for our faces. Unfortunately, there's no chemistry for Coleman and Winks, but it is what it is. And then, Sandman Winks is currently ring rusty, but that's to be expected, you know. If they haven't worked, I think for a number of months, I don't know if it's 6 or 3, but they get ring rust. And I think it's 4 or 5 performances in the ring before they get rid of it. So it's going to be 2 episodes, essentially, before Sandman is out of ring rust. So not a big issue. We move past it. It essentially just gives a penalty. That's literally all it does. Penalized for being rusty. That's it. So not a bad thing. We've got white hot crowd heat at the end of that match too. And yeah, we advance into the main event angle, essentially, which does incredibly well. We get a 53 rated stare down angle between Montero and Hangman, and they have an intense stare down pre-title match. Of course, face versus face, good guy versus good guy. Montero v Hangman for the Rocky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight title. Very impressed with that 53. That's a huge, angle rating. And that's only based off of their popularity, I believe. So yeah, their overness, essentially. The main event, I think it could be a 60. I genuinely think this could be a 60 rated match. It's not as good. Okay, fair enough. We get a 55, 5 points away from my prediction. It makes sense. Face versus face. Probably a few other little penalties in there as well. But we have Roger Montero defeating Texas Hangman in 2019 by pinfall with an eagle chop. We got Montero making defense number 2 of the Rocky Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight title. It's a good match. Very good match. Hangman off his game. Unfortunate. But that does happen sometimes. Even with your best workers, they can sort of have an off night at the office or in the ring, shall we say. Dirt sheet, we'll take a look. What do we got? So physical condition there from Montero. He's got a bit of a broken body. Inconsistency from Hangman. He's still relatively young. He's only, 25, 26. So, yeah, he's not old at all. And then, obviously, the face versus face penalty. So, Not too bad. 57 in-ring from Montero, 55 in-ring from Hangman, and we got a 55 rated main event. So, best match on the card by far, and we're very happy with that. I'm very happy. And that's a really solid title defense there for Montero as well. Hopefully that'll gain the title a little bit of prestige. That'd be nice. Anyway, overall show rating, what do we get? I think another 49 would be decent. We get a 52. That's a lot better than I thought it would be. Again, no popularity changes. We maxed the popularity out already. And yeah, Sandman Winks, slightly overused, but we're going to check his popularity. It'll probably be 10 or 11, I think, at this point. Once again, praise Remy, praise Jules. So praise both of them. Perfect. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that gets rid of the morale issues. And we profit $109 as a result of that show. So good little profit per show with those ticket prices. So good stuff. We're on the right track. I think we made what, like 1,200 last month after last episode. Hopefully, we'll probably get about the same. Although I did use a lot more workers this month, so realistically, we might be making a little bit less. So what I'll do now, advance as per usual. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll advance first. So 6 days, not too long. I want to advance. I want to obviously check the profit that we make for the month, go through the financials a little bit. And then I want to check a little bit of popularity. So I want to make sure Hangman didn't lose any popularity. And then I want to make sure that Winks gained a relatively good amount of popularity as well. I'm hoping for at least 10. From 1 to 10 would be perfect for the first month. Who does that guy? Pork Chop Patterson. Who is that? He's got incredible entertainment skills. Ridiculous. And very good psychology. Pork Chop Patterson from South Carolina. I've never seen him before. We need to investigate. Pork Chop Patterson. I almost want to write it down. I might actually chuck that in my phone just so we don't forget. Otherwise, I literally will forget. So Pork Chop Patterson. Wonder if he's any relation to Jason. Both got Patterson as their surname. All right. I might do that first of all. I think we've got 4 days left to process here. 3 days. No, 4. 4. Yeah, I just want to say thank you for all the recent support as well, guys. I know like the videos haven't been as consistent as they were prior to my Melbourne trip. I sort of had the Melbourne trip right at the end of my leave from work, my vacation days. So I sort of went Melbourne, straight back into work, and then obviously 4 weeks off. I'm essentially catching up from 4 weeks of not being at work. It's one of those things where it's had to take my attention. If you guys have had your vacation time, your annual leave from work, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You enjoy your time off, and then as soon as you go back to work, you get absolutely smashed with work to do as well. So that is what has happened. Although I've done a relatively good job trying to get on top of things. Yeah, we should hopefully be a little bit more consistent again, shall we say? Albeit Escape from Tarkov just had a wipe, so I'll probably be playing a lot of that as well over the coming couple of weeks at a minimum. I always like to play the start of the Tarkov wipes. Anyway, we made a lot more money. We made $1,500, over $1,500, $1,523 profit from the month of September, which is over $300 more than we earned from August. So that's massive. Good increase there on sponsors, and then a good increase on ticket sales as well. And yeah, I mean, we didn't actually spend that much more. It was only $955, $920 last month, so it's only an extra $35 really. And yeah, we're looking really good. $1,500. I mean, that's what another six months, maybe, if that. Probably be less than that, to be honest. We do get rid of the Jules Knight morale issues, although Remy Sky still has his morale issues, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. Let's take a look at old mate. So let's go into here. We'll reset this real quick, and then it is Pork Chop Patterson. There he is there. So he's in his rookie year in Mid-Atlantic, so we're going to have to pay travel for him, but he looks very good. He could turn into something very, very good. Those entertainment skills are incredible. He has an average sort of personality type. I don't really like Grifter, but yeah, I don't know. He's got good toughness as well, which means he, eventually could become part of our inner circle. I like him. I know he's pretty poor in ring, but realistically, we can improve that. And I think once we go up to tiny size, we can essentially join the Confederation of the Territories as well. So I think I'm actually going to sign him. I'm just going to go handshake. I'm not going to go a written contract because I don't... he is quite bad in the ring. So we don't want to take a massive risk by getting him in. I'll try and lower that. I'll try and lower this anyways, see if we can get him down to like 15, for example. I think we'll just go with that. And he'll actually accept the 15 and the 5%. So that's perfect. It says he's usually a babyface. So he's ahead of his time, which I don't think I've actually seen before. So he's ahead of his time and is completely unaffected by leaving the relevancy phase of his career. Don't exactly know. If anyone knows what that means in a little bit more detail for me, let me know. But yeah, amazing babyface. I mean, you look at him, if we could get his star quality up to a better level, he probably could be a really good figurehead. I'm talking, 10 years' time down the line. If you get that 56 star quality up to like an 80, 85, I know that's a massive ask, but he could turn into something very special. Albeit his fundamentals are very low. Don't think I haven't seen that. I've definitely seen it. But what I'm thinking is if we put him into a tag team with somebody that can't speak, so someone like a Jules Knight who doesn't have any entertainment skills, or a Blue Dragon, similar sort of thing, no entertainment skills, he could be the mouthpiece of a tag team. We keep him simple in these matches. Part of a tag team with someone like Blue Dragon or a Jules Knight. I mean, Jules Knight's a heel, so it doesn't really work, but just using him as an example, he could essentially, develop those skills really quickly, along with, Patriot passing on his head trainer skills as well for basics and safety. So yeah, I'm liking that suggestion there by the game. I wonder if he's actually in the hidden gems. He's not. Lonnie Bowen is, though. Who's Lonnie Bowen? He looks like Stink. I wonder if that is actually Stink's AI render. I think it would be. He's got irrepressible personality type as well. He's absolutely atrocious in the ring. 15 psychology, red for everything in the primary skills. He's got, decent performance skills, really. I mean, 60 star quality in there as well. Pretty damn good entertainment skills. Very bad consistency, but his stamina is 56, which for a big boy, 6'5", 294 powerhouse, he could be another decent little project we bring in. And I really, really like the irrepressible personality. And I don't think we'd actually have to pay him. Let's have a look here. Yeah, and travel's not covered, so I'm actually gonna bring him in as well. I'm gonna bring both of them in. Can he play a heel? So the worker will never become involved in politics. Obviously, irrepressible, good mood, perpetually in a good mood and impossible not to like has a major positive impact, which again is probably one of the reasons why I'm going to bring him in and just help our Backstage out a little bit more. What if I can actually get him for 10 per show? That'd be ideal. Wants a little bit extra popularity, a little bit extra merchandise. He will take 10 per show, $10 per show. He's a big boy. I like him. He looks very intimidating. But he can speak. Lonnie Bowen. Big Lonnie Bowen. Big Bad Bowen. I don't know. Thinking of ideas. You got Jelly Roll Miley as well. Could have those two teaming together. And essentially have Bowen be the mouthpiece for Jelly Roll. They're both powerhouses and they're both big boys too. Could be interesting. I'm going to shortlist him. I like the look of him as well. Who else we got? We got Penfold, we got Luke Steele, and we got Sinner in here as well. I feel like we could probably bring Sinner back in at some stage as well. He's very good. He's very good. We should give him a chance. Especially when now, we can increase the safety and stuff as well. So there won't be any botches, which will prevent him from, being on the roster. I haven't really gone through the creative meeting much recently. So we'll take a quick look here. This is franchise players. This is our next big things. Apparently Phil Anders is a next big thing, along with War Peace. Same thing there for the hot prospects. We got Patterson, Winks, and Jack Pride in there as well. Talk the talk. We got Winks in there. We got Jerry Pepper in there, and then we got Primetime Jack Pride. Showstoppers, sort of expected, I guess. Ring Generals, Jules Knight in there, number 2. That's interesting. Who's hot? Expected. Who's not? Jack Pride, unfortunately for him, and then Patterson as well. Anyway. Quickly check popularity like I said I was going to do. Let's go for, first of all, where is he? Sandman Winks, what do we got? He gained 1 point. Only 1 point of popularity. That's not great. Not great. But it's fine. It's also fine. What else we got? Let's go for Jack Pride's at 15. That's good. And where is he? Texas Hangman. He's at 38, which I believe he was still at 38 for last month as well, when it clocked over. So that's perfect. Not really fussed with anyone else at the moment, so we will leave the episode there. If you enjoyed, guys, make sure you smash a like on the video. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And yeah, expect these episodes to be a little bit more consistent going forward as well. And I do appreciate your patience as well. If you have been, itching for an episode and you can't wait for more episodes of the series to come out, essentially. So yeah, as always, guys, take it easy and goodbye.